So some people believe that stars are born, while others would argue that they are made, regardless of what side you stand on. You can't deny the fact that success requires hard work and knowing the right people. So when Temilade Okpeniyi, popularly known as Tems, won her second Grammy, I was curious to know the mastermind behind her success. So I came across this guy. His name is Muyiwa Awoniyi. He's an executive producer and also Tems manager. Now, he played a pivotal role in Tems' success thus far. So on this episode, we're going to be exploring the relationship between Tems and her manager and also how they both built their music empire from the ground up. Let's explore the story. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Imoitinya and I'm a visual storyteller who happens to be visually impaired, and I love to cover African stories. So if you're stopping by for the first time, welcome. If you've been here for a while, thank you and welcome. Now, if you have not subscribed, please do so by clicking on the notification bell, ding ding ding, to be the first to receive any new content. Now let's jump right into the story. So years ago, I read a book by American actress Viola Davis, in which she talks about how 1% of actors and actresses get booked for jobs, right? She talked about many things, but that was one of the highlights from that book. And reading that or having that information made me realize how competitive it is to be in an art world or in an art field. So when I saw Tems winning, when I saw that she won the Grammys for the second time, I was obviously curious about her background, the mastermind behind her success this far. So it all started with this particular incident. Temilade was at a studio in Lagos, Nigeria, trying to figure out beats for her songs, right? So they kept showing her different beats, and Tems kept rejecting the beats that were being shown to her. And then finally, somebody had to call Muyiwa into the studio. Now, Muyiwa, which is Tems' manager, right, have seen Tems' work in the past. There were times where he would browse through SoundCloud, and he did come across one of Tems' songs, Mr. Rebel. So he was already familiar with her work, right? So anyhow, so when Muyiwa came into the studio, then Muyiwa knew in that moment that Tems is a visionary, because she's requiring or requesting for a particular song that suits or fits her, a particular beat rather, that fits her songs. So when they met in the studio, right, their conversation lasted for 2 hours, which led to friendship being formed and ultimately led Tems to request Muyiwa to become her manager. So that was how that began. That was the development of their professional, and I also think just regular friendship. So now Muyiwa is a Nigerian executive who's a co-founder of RSB Management, right? He initially went to the UK to study management, but decided to pursue a different career path, which was in video production, right? Now, he's done many things, which include starting his own podcast, having a mentorship program where he's teaching young Nigerians or artists in general about royalty rights, which is very important, and mental health. As you know, that those two factors play a massive role in your success when it comes to the music industry. So the world took notice of Tems with her hit song Essence, which she collaborated with Wizkid. And also, she did another collaboration with Drake and Future for the song Wait For You, right? Now, even though it seems as though globally Tems is becoming very popular, right? The money wasn't matching yet, meaning she wasn't wealthy as of yet. In fact, when Tems and her team, which includes Muyiwa, had gone to LA to see Drake, they were staying at a modest Airbnb, right? So Drake was obviously like, this is not how we do it. Come, let me take you guys to a different part of town. So Drake ended up putting them in a mansion, right? And Muyiwa talks about how he felt as though his life has not gotten to that level yet. So imposter syndrome kept kicking in, where he goes, we're living in this mansion, but we're not making the money yet. Not knowing that with time, the money will come. Success is an important venture. Artists need to find good people to work for, right? Otherwise, a person can be taken advantage of. And that was something Muyiwa was not about, right? So when he was looking for a record label for Tems, he wanted to ensure that whomever he signs her with, they have fewer artists. So that way, single, they can have a one-on-one interaction with Tems, right? So there were several labels out there, but the one in particular that kept reaching out to Muyiwa was RCA, and that's a record label that's based in the UK. So the president and Muyiwa, along with Muyiwa's co-founder, all had meetings. And with careful research and many discussions, Muyiwa was comfortable enough, right, to sign Tems into, is that how it goes? And then help me out, your music producer, is to sign Tems into the RCA record label group, right? So it was a joint collaboration. It wasn't as if they threw her in there. They made sure that she was actually the right fit for the agency. And after careful research, everybody made a decision. And yes, now we have Tems is actually under RCA record label group. The music industry can be very toxic. And we have seen stories over and over where young people are taken advantage of every single day. One of the things that struck me about Tems' relationship with her manager is just shared value, right? The two of them are Christians. Muyiwa talks about seeing Tems as a sibling, ensuring that she's a part of the family and making sure that she's not only okay, right, just working with her, but okay mentally as well. And he also stressed the importance of not only gaining or running after financial gain, but ensuring that these artists are creating music that would last for a lifetime. So that was his whole purpose, right? His whole goal was to make sure it's not about how many people I can sign into a label, but the quality of artists I can work with and elevate and bring into the global public, you know what I mean? So that was one of the things that I thought was quite attractive about this guy and the work that he does. So there's no way you can do a research like this without digging into some of his social media page. So I visited Muyiwa's social media page and I saw that a lot of his posts were about his faith. He speaks about God, and it goes to show that these are the values that ground him, right? Most managers or some managers would manage people based on financial gain, how much they can get and how much they can obtain from seeing this person or overlooking their career. But with Muyiwa, though, it is not only about financial success. He's after authenticity, purpose, and making music that lasts. Now, I'm excited about the relationship between Tems and her manager. My hope is that it continues to grow on a healthy direction. But for those of you who like the story, please comment below, share with me your thoughts. I think this is one of those stories that truly inspires us all. Success is not an easy venture. Working hard, connecting with the right people, it's more guaranteed that you get to where you need to get to. But I do want to thank you all for watching, and we'll see you again on our next episode. Stay tuned for more great content.